What's up, Douglas? Alright, let's see. How are the chats working? YouTube's probably not hooked in yet. Twitch ain't working either. Let's see if we can do something about that. No? Still not working? Wonderful. Oh, Caster Labs is not even running. That's on me. That's on me. Forgot I restarted my computer. Well, let's get that fired up. Much like the biters. Get it fired up. Okay, so that should work. Hey, Peloton. Starting out the stream with the stretch, not a bad idea. Start with the neck. The neck is always the worst. And if you're sitting at home with bad posture, stop it. Stop it right now. All right, let's do this. That's good. This is good. That's done. Is that paused? That's paused. Okay. So, where were we? We had just gotten, yes, red belt of copper. Okay, so let's get that connected to the base. And that should help quite a bit. With all of our electric needs, mostly. And fancy circuits and whatnot. Okay, and then what is this? What is this ancient iron smelting right here? I don't even... Oh, that was part of my initial... initial thing. Okay, you know what actually bothers me? I wonder if they've fixed this in Space Age. If they haven't, that feels like a mistake. Accidentally mining random flying drones. I actually find that really frustrating when you're holding right-click to deconstruct a bunch of buildings in a row. If bots happen to be flying by, often you'll accidentally deconstruct one that's mid-flight, and that really bothers me. I feel like... I don't know, I feel like you should have to hold a modifier key to deconstruct a flying robot, because how often is that actually your goal? Right? Like, why would you want to deconstruct a flying robot? Most of the time you don't. So it feels very odd to me that that's something that just happens without your permission. Because they're flying around randomly. It's not like you can effectively dodge them with your mouse or something. So yeah, I don't know. Never quite understood that. I'll input priority right on that because we are smelting this efficiently and mining it efficiently, so we might as well mine all that out and smelt it out. But let's see. I do need one more drill right here. Am I out of modules? Has the look that I am out of modules. Are any of these dead? This one's dead. Perfect. Okay. In fact, a few of these are dead. I'm so used to bottleneck light that I can't find the red light very easily. Not to mention, look at that. In alt mode, it's hiding underneath the modules, which is honestly not great. Because most people play with alt mode on, and it doesn't feel like they positioned the red light with that taken into account. So that's a thing. Have I enjoyed this Spooktober? So far hasn't been super spooky yet, but maybe I'll increase the spook level as time goes on. All right, so there's the actual copper patch that's left. Only 96,000. The iron patch is almost gone. 23,000 iron still to go. Most of these are probably dead. Dead. No mineable resources. 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 No resources. No resources. Okay. So these are the final vestiges of iron ore here. So let's just get all that going that way. No need for these belts. Get rid of all this crap. Hopefully don't disconnect my entire power network in the process. Seems like we're connected in multiple spots. All right. Cool, cool, cool. So... Oh man, what is wrong with my right eye? It gets so dry compared to my left eye. I need... Probably need eye drops, special eye drops for this. Dry eye is no joke. And of course it gets worse when you're gaming, you know? I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I don't blink as much or something about staring at a screen. Maybe I'll just play with an eye patch. I could be like a pirate. You don't need depth perception, right? 2 eyes is not needed when you're gaming. Don't need 2 eyes. 1 is just fine. All right. I might want to mine this coal properly. Right now I'm kind of haphazard with it, and we've got more coal up there. That's not getting accessed. So let's see. Let's do away with this ammo belt. Yeah, turret creep without even distribution is a lot harder. There is no sprinting. Oh, that's the steel belt right there. Interesting. So, oh man, I might just have to take out my contacts already, even though we just started. And I literally just put them in like an hour ago, and they're already giving me trouble. Okay, so I'm gonna belt that around there. I'm gonna move this wall up. To here. Might as well make this all my territory. We'll just put some lasers along this area. Should be more than good enough. Get rid of some trees here. Ooh, I can also get rid of a few of these cliffs. Feels weird, but I can do that. That works. Okay, there we go. So now we can access all the coal in this patch. Let's do that. And that. Okay, I think that's all the coal. Nope. There might be... No, there's no more under the belt there. So I think we're okay. Okay, there we go. So that coal will get all used up. And then we also need an upgrade planner here for beltage. So red belt. Nope, not blue. Splitters. Okay. So then I'd like to upgrade this coal and steel belt. Not that it really matters yet, because I don't think we're using that much coal anywhere. And I guess I'm not even mining that much coal anywhere, so maybe this is superfluous. When do we merge the other steel with it? That's maybe the point at which I care more. This is the other steel merged. But even then, I'm not getting 15 a second. No, sir. No, sir, we are not. In fact, steel is my issue right now. So let's get a little bit more steel going. How's power? Nah. 18 megawatts? That's a little much, to be honest. Ooh, perfect. Okay, and then this just needs to be... Ah! Oh gosh. Something like this, and this. What's up, Sviplet? Oh, that's not a complicated question. The answer's obvious. Yes. We are the baddies. Are we the baddies? That should be good. Oh. I was like, why isn't the recipe selected? It's because you don't select recipes in smelters. New question is why... Why don't we request pipes? And also, why am I not getting any? Oh, the bots are all busy. Do I need more logistics bots? Is that the situation here? Probably. Throw another 50 into the world here. Anyway. The classic less than 100 smelting recipes. Yeah, vanilla. Yeah, exactly. Like Pyanodons. This is probably more than 100 different metal plates. So TNT, that's a good question. Will I be using this base? I mean, it's a good question. It's a simple answer. No, definitely not. I'll be starting a new base. Main reasons being I want to experience the new map generation. I want to experience a fresh save with Space Age. So there's really no real reason to keep using a base unless I was about to say unless you're impatient, but that's being a little unfair. Some people are reusing their bases and they're not necessarily impatient people, but I think the short version is like, I don't want to spoil all of the new discoveries and the new joy of all the quality of life stuff and the new experience of all that. I don't want to spoil any of that prior to like getting to do the let's play. I want to do a let's play that's fresh from minute one, and so I haven't been playing any of the DLC yet. I mean, I played like 20 minutes to test it out and stuff, but literally like I've played nothing. And so I'm like, I think I'm fairly unique in the sense that of the content creators that will be creating content starting on Monday, yeah, Rayclaw, it will be on Monday, is when the media embargo ends. I'm one of the few content creators that hasn't actually played the game yet. Most of the content creators that are releasing content have already played either a lot and they've recorded YouTube videos and such, or they've, you know, got a starter base prepared and they're going to go to space, like starting, you know, in the first couple hours of the save. So there's a lot of different approaches, but as far as I know, I'm not joined by a lot of people in doing what I'm doing, which I don't know if I'm proud of that or that makes me a weirdo or some combination of the two. But as far as I know, I mean, no one else has said they're doing what I'm doing, which is, to be fair, a lot of them were at the LAN party, right? So of course they've already been spoiled on a lot of the stuff because they were doing that. So I guess that explained, like if I had been at the LAN party, obviously I would have already seen a lot of the game and wouldn't be able to undo my exposure. But yeah, steel is going to be an issue here. I guess I could expand. We'll have to figure out how to do that at some point. For now, did I ever do mining prod 2? Yeah, let's work on mining prod 2. I think that'll be a good idea. And then these poor little logistics bots. I also forgot we can do a cargo upgrade pretty cheaply. At least then they can carry 2 things at once from me, instead of one sad lump of coal at a time. Delivering to naughty children for their Christmas presents. Okay, I already did lab research speed 2. What else do we need to do? Power armor, probably. Yeah, let's work on some blue circuits. But where? I love how tiny our pollution cloud is. It's amazing. It's amazing. Well, what am I looking for? Not rails. I was just about to do something up here. I don't know. I would like yellow assemblers, but that's not gonna happen anytime soon. So blue chips. We need a lot of green chips. Basically 1-to-1 red chips. I could do direct insertion of red chips. Rayclaw, I was invited to the LAN party. I just wasn't able to go, which was a bummer. Because, you know, it was in Prague and I live in the United States, and that's a lot of money. A lot of money to take a trip across the country for a week. So, across the country, across the world is what I meant to say there. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, our pollution is like pretty well handled. I think if we were to kill some of these nests, I would be getting 0 attacks for a long time. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to look at the pollution number. Oh, yeah, we're down to like 200 a minute. I am minimized. Yeah, I can't get any less than this. It's worth noting at some point I'm going to be... It's weird that that shows us 466 steel furnaces. Because that's not... What the heck? What? What is that number? Why is that number multiplied by the time? What is this? This is like a crazy bug. What is going... What? That's so weird. It's like multiplying the number of furnaces by the timestamp. I assume... I actually don't even know which one's the real one. How many of these are actually running? 10. 10 furnaces are running. Because they make 4 pollution a minute. But it's showing as 41. So none of these numbers are correct. That's really funny. I wonder why that's so bugged. I feel like in this run, I have found a surprising number of things that are either bugs or bug adjacent. And, you know, I had been thinking here like, oh, Factorio is a perfect game. There's nothing wrong with it. But we found quite a few little things in this Deathworld run that, for one reason or another, just never have been fixed or changed in vanilla. Okay, so what is going on, and where are those steel furnaces that are running? I guess the stone brick ones to make walls. So let's go fix that. And then the ones here to make the walls for the... whatever this is called. I might just be able to put them right here. No, because then I won't be able to get the stone to them. Maybe if I do something fancy. Like I could do that, but how do I get the stone into them? Because we don't have Bob's adjustable inserters. So... that's not really gonna work. Maybe I'll move this down to there. walls. There. And then we can do long boys. And then we can just go in front of the building. Okay. So now that's done. I'm just gonna put efficiency in everything. No reason to use any more pollution or power than necessary. Should probably request those at this point. And then what else? What else? I need these to have efficiencies. I just have way too much ammo. I actually should have more walls than that. Auto trash the wood poles. Okay. So now let's go fix the stone smelting. And then get those guys efficiency'd. Alright, so how do we efficiency you? We don't need the coal anymore. So that helps out. This is the stone belt that we actually need for like the rest of the base and whatnot. This is stone brick that we just want to have for purposes like being in my inventory. And then oh, come on, you stupid repair bots. There we go. Alright. You guys are too good at your job. Okay. Should be everything we need there. Oop. Don't remove that pipe. Oh, by the way, did I ever make sure these pipes are good over here? Yeah, why are these pipes half empty? That's what's bothering me. Well, just because we're not getting enough crude oil, actually. I may need to go get some more oil. These are running constantly. We are down to 340%. So yeah, I might need to come down here and get this oil. That's interesting. I didn't think we'd have oil problems this quick. Hey, Sam. Thanks for that. Glad you've enjoyed the blueprints. Okay, so in any case, what I will do is finish this before we do something else. So I actually don't seem to have electric smelters in my quest list, so let's change that. Let the bots bring me some things here. And then I believe that's supposed to be on only the bottom side. I think 4 will be enough. I'll just let the walls build up more over time so we have plenty. Okay, so there's that. Cool. So now we're almost completely done away with smelters. These steel ones might be the last ones, and I think I'm gonna go ahead and replace those two. I mean, how much iron are we talking? Still have 19,000. Yeah, let's get that smelting cleanly. We've got space right here, so it should be fine. Ooh, here's another good candidate for a requester chest. And logistics request for myself. And substations as well. Oh my. Bots are really going for it, huh? Yikes, 44 megawatts? What happened? Oh, because the accumulators are charging? Is that what's happening? Yeah. Okay. But yeah, we are gonna need some more solar probably. What's my solar count right now? 741. I haven't done the math in a minute. 741 times 0.42. No, 0.042. 31.1 megawatts is what I can maintain on average. So we'll see once we're charged up here what our base is using. But yeah, I basically just need to copy this steel blueprint here. And then put it here, but flipped. Get 6 buildings going. We don't need any of this coal. And then that should do it. Oh, I should have just used substations, whatever. Okay. Didn't delete enough coal belts there. Alright, there we go. So there's clean and efficient steel. I think that might be all the smelters in the whole base replaced now. Pollution over the last minute. Yeah. We've done away with all the steel furnaces now. Beautiful. Look at that. 200 and about 60 pollution. Is it? That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, you can tell the pollution cloud's shrinking when you have gaps like this. That means the whole cloud is shrinking. And over time, it'll get smaller. But at this point, I think we're pretty minimized, and it's only going to grow from here because now we can't have any less. Basically, now as we mine more and make more, we'll be producing more pollution. But yeah, I mean, it's keeping the biter attacks to basically nothing, so that's kind of fun. Although it's also kind of fun to get attacked by a lot of biters, so maybe I'm ruining the experience for myself here by being so efficient. Alas. Alright, so anyway, now I forgot what I was going to work on. I had talked about blue circuits, but it was something else before that. Did I want to work towards the more oil first? Or stone? We're down to 78,000 stone. Not sure. Probably should focus on stone or oil. Acquiring basic resources is a priority. Now, there is some stone over there and right here. Would it be better if I'm going to extend to the south anyway to get that oil? Or should I extend north up there to get this oil? Which is closer? I actually think this one's way closer. We're also at the point where we're going to start needing rails. How's my oil production been? I've been consistently consuming more than I've been producing. Yeah, that is problematic. Now, obviously, I know that I can use speed modules. When do I get beacons, by the way? Purple science. Okay. Because beacons can allow you... Because power's free, right? Power's completely green. So the beacon itself doesn't pollute. And then you can put speed mixed with efficiency to essentially increase the speed of things without increasing the pollution of things. Well, I think it still pollutes faster, but not at a larger ratio. So if you end up running twice as fast, but still have minus 80% pollution, it'll produce the pollution that two things running would at minus 80%, but it won't, you know, create extra pollution on top of that. All right, so oil or stone first, or do we go down here and do both? I think we go down and do both. I think I'm gonna do trains for those. So, yeah, so expansion 1. I mean, we're eventually just gonna capture this whole area, I think. So maybe... I don't actually know. That's not too far. Maybe I'll just go ahead and connect it all with big poles. Call it a day. Use laser turrets. Because that's all going to be inside of our base sooner or later, so it doesn't really make sense to set up rails right now. That seems a bit excessive. I probably should get RoboPort coverage down here. And then, yeah, okay, so we'll close that back off, and then we'll connect with some big power poles. And I can do some turret creep here. I've got 50 laser turrets in my inventory. Should be plenty. Only 27 repair packs, though. Maybe I should have done better than that. Can I handcraft some? A few, yeah. Oof. No green circuits? Oh. What? I didn't even realize I was being damaged. Well. Cool. Cool. That was inconvenient. Rip in pepperonis. That's really funny. And now all the bots are gone. So inconvenient. Whoops. Oh, okay. We're still good. There we go. Yeah, I like didn't even notice that I had gotten shot at. I don't know why. So I was just standing in the acid taking all the damage. Gotta keep moving here. Alright, let's try this again with a little bit more. Not dying. You know, I should probably get power armor and a shield going. I think I've researched almost... Oh, I just finished power armor itself. And I think I still need to research shield equipment and exoskeletons. The problem, though, is I don't have the reactor. Portable fusion reactor is kind of a big deal. There's no other way to make power. It's just... Is there a tier 2 of these? No, there's not. Okay. But at least one shield would go pretty far to keeping me alive still. Alright. Well, dead worms are dead worms. Don't have to worry about them anymore. And that base was actually spawning enemies, so now that's done. Okay, and now we can repair these 7. Alright, everybody's happy now. Goodness, that was kind of a mess. And I lost quite a few turrets in that. Alright, let's go make some blue circuits. Because, yeah, one shield, maybe 2 more batteries. How much health do they have? 50? Compared to what? I don't even know how much health I have as the player. I assume like 100, because that's just, you know, classic video game number, but I don't actually know if that's the case. Where did I put... I know I have green circuits in a box somewhere. Are they way back here? I think they're way back here. Yeah, they're there. yeah, exactly, Parley. That's how you know when you've played too many overhauls. Well, I mean, I feel like I've said this, you know, a few times before, and it just continues to be true. It's like, I don't know vanilla that well. I have well over 2,000 hours in Factorio, and I've spent most of it playing overhauls. I mean, I beat vanilla, you know, a few times back when I started playing. And then I played vanilla one more time when Nuclear came out. I mean, when was the Nuclear update for Factorio? I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Update history, Factorio. And I did a speedrun a few months back, but that was 5 hours of me playing, and I was only focused on speedrunny things. 0.15. Okay. And that was the research overhaul. Military production, high tech, and space. That's when they added infinite researches. That's when they added, and that was in 2017. 2017. So my last real playthrough of a vanilla run of Factorio was 7 freaking years ago. Okay, people? This is why I don't know these things. I haven't. Now, I have done some that were very similar to vanilla. Like, I was working on Space Block for a little bit, but I never beat that. I did play Warp Torio, which is also pretty much vanilla. So, like, my Warp Torio run reacquainted me with vanilla recipes. But yeah, my last actual vanilla run without an overhaul mod was 7 years ago. So yeah, that's why I don't know these things. This is the most I've played vanilla in 7 years, to put it another way. This run right now, because my speed run was only like 5 hours and a half or whatever, or I don't remember my exact time, but something like that. And then Warp Torio made enough changes where I don't know if I was fully knowing what was vanilla and what was Warp Torio, but I guess all the combat stuff is the same in Warp Torio. But okay, so I need electric engines, and then I need some blue circuits. What's the best way to do this? I might bring sulfuric acid down here. If I can get it down there. Okay, this seems like a good place to make a blue chip or two. I know that's a very slow recipe, but I just need a few. Just need a few. Yeah, and vanilla, to be also just continuing these thoughts of I haven't played in forever. Vanilla's kind of inconsistent on what does and doesn't have tiers of things, right? So like most things have one tier, but there is a tier 2 of battery, and there is a tier 2 of not lasers. What is it? The Roboport. There's a tier 2 of shield. Is there a tier 2 of laser? See, it's like, it's just inconsistent, so it's kind of guesswork on whether it has a tier 2 or not. Laser does not have a tier 2. So yeah, it's like some things have tier 2s, some things don't. It's kind of inconsistent. So unless you play a decent amount of vanilla and have that list memorized, how are you supposed to know? And obviously, like, overhaul mods tend to add more tiers of things, so playing a single overhaul mod is going to completely jack up your brain in terms of knowing which ones are normal and which ones aren't. Because I'm just kind of used to everything having multiple tiers, because that's how overhaul mods work. Alright, so there's some blue circuits. Minus the reds, which I'm going to put another one of these here. Oh. Those are too far away. Guess I'll do it like this. Okay, now why is this not connected? Thought I did this right. Oh, it's empty. Oh. Oh, we don't have enough sulfur. Sort of. Sort of. Sulfur that we have is not being fed. Oh my god, I missed squeak through. Ah! Okay, let's see. There's gotta be a better way to do this. But I've really spaghettied this. I don't know if I can make this any better. I guess I can push this. The problem is I'll also need to get the iron out, but we can do this better. So let's do something like this. And I just need to remember to put some of this sulfur over to the left. But then I can do some iron coming out. And I can do that. And then we've got water coming up here. And the sulfuric connection. And then that's at least getting 2 buildings worth going. And then we can do sulfuric acid. Let me craft a few more. And I'm just gonna do the easy way, which is this. And this. And this. Though this creates immense problems with walking, so we'll do it that way. Okay. And there is no solid output, so that's of course useless. Alright, so that gets that done. Now we are dealing with petroleum issue. And that's because we don't have enough light oil cracking. Okay. That's a bit bothersome. Guess I could get a couple more along here, maybe? Maybe, kinda. And then we can do the water there. No! We can't. This has to be down one more. Of that heavy oil. Flush that, please. There we go. Connect this. Connect that. Modules. Power. Water connection. Don't disconnect the iron. And that should be good to go. Okay, so we just doubled our loyal cracking. Do we have enough hoil cracking? I don't remember any of these rates. So 25. And this is 40 every 2 versus 30 every 2. So yeah, these crack. We need way less of it because I'm only making 100 compared to what is like 180 of the loyal. Not to mention the hoil cracking into the loyal makes another 60. So we need about 2 or 3 times as much light oil cracking as heavy oil. Presuming my only thing getting used is petroleum gas. Anyway, that should be enough now. It's going to continue to use more and more oil, though. I think I reconnected everything that I needed to. I hope. Anyway, that should get our batteries backed up sooner, and then once batteries are backed up, we should get some sulfuric in the pipe. Oh, we already have some now. Okay, perfect. So that means, yeah, I was about to say, we should see our first blue chips. Yay! Alright. I need maybe a separate build here. Whoa. Just had a weird little lag spike. That was odd. Certainly shouldn't be lagging. What's my computer doing? I blame OBS. If there's anyone to blame, it's always OBS. Just gonna get another one going here. No, this. That. Okay. Because, yeah, one of these running full time is 2 a second, and this needs 2 a second. Oh, okay. Now, I know they're not running full time because we don't have enough cable, but it's at least close. Nice. Alright, so that'll be the initial blue chips we need. I only need 40. Let me grab the 20 electric engines. And... what happened to all my bots? Oh, personal logistics was turned off. Why was personal logistics turned off? Did I do that on accident? I actually don't know how that happened. Weird. Oh, when you die, it turns it off. I guess that sort of makes sense, so they don't fill your inventory while you're running back to your corpse. Which, can we talk? Okay, is corpse... I don't know what you call it, corpse run back or inventory drop. Is that reasonable in this game? Does that make sense for this game? I don't know if it makes sense for this game. Just with the amount of non-combat focus, it feels weird to have to go run back to get your corpse in this game. But I don't know. What was I gonna grab? Engines. And I also want to request chips. I really wish enter would do something here. Hitting enter doesn't do anything until you click on the text box. Have I reconnected lubricant? Oh my god, thank you. That would have wrecked me in about 3 years. And it would have taken 3 years for it to actually stop working and for me to notice. Now, I actually might pull the card of... I wonder if I wouldn't have even... Well, I guess there's not very much stored here, so as soon as I would have started using a decent amount of engines, it would have run out. But there's enough engines backed up that I still wouldn't have noticed for a while. I'm glad you said something. Alright, so blue chips, still not enough. Come on, baby. Saw it while watching on TV, had to rush upstairs to ask. Yeah, that, it's so easy to forget to reconnect things when you know, do a little just like, oh, I'll just disconnect that for a moment while I go do this other thing, and then I'll reconnect it, and then it just escapes your brain. Like a leaky sieve, my brain is. Alright, I still have too many yellow belts, I think. Now what? Now I will grab some more grenades because those are handy for clearing trees when such needs arise. I also, just for that very purpose, should probably upgrade explosives once. I think one upgrade makes it one-hit kills on trees. I can't remember. But that'll be nice. I should automate radars. What do they require? They're basically the same as everything else. Plate, gear, circuit. There's a ton of things that require plate, gear, circuit. Kind of makes vanilla malls not that bad. Like, I kind of have forgotten the art of making a mall, because in so many mod packs, it's like, okay, automate like the three things you need the most and just give up on the rest because it's absurd. But in vanilla, making a mall for almost everything in the early game is actually quite doable. Because, you know, these are the same, assembling machines are the same. You just add steel for the second tier of assembling machine. Even, you know, splitters are fairly the same with like gears, plates, and circuits, because the gears then also make the belts. It's really like a lot of things are overlapping. Even the smelter. No, smelters are a little different. Smelters don't really fit in that category. What about chemical plants? What do they need? Gears, plates, but steel plates, and circuits, and pipes. Okay. So yeah. So things get a little hairier when you get to the advanced stuff. But even then, pipes, stone, and steel kind of fit the rest of what you need. Alright, I will also make a leg. One leg, and then I need about 30 more blues. I only have 15. Damn. Alright, are we one-hit kill on trees now? Let's test over here. No! Alright, we need another upgrade. Hope that gets us there. It might not. Oh, 35. Plus another 8.75. But the first... Well, what is it? It's going to be 45% after the first two summed together. 25 and 20. So 35 times 1.45 is 50.75. Okay, perfect. It'll be just enough to kill a tree. Just enough. Was that worth all the resources I've spent on these two researches? Probably not. But what else am I doing with my resources? Oh, 6 more blue chips. We've almost got power armor. Maybe we should enshrine this tree instead of destroying it. Nature preserve. Poor thing's almost dead anyway. pollution cloud is totally fine. I feel like the grenades don't have a fall off anymore. At least as far as I've been able to tell, like when you throw a grenade into a forest, it's not like the trees on the edge of the circle receive less. Here, I'll show you. I mean, even here you can see none of these trees have a different amount of damage marked on them. It's all exactly the same. So yeah, I think it used to be that way, but they changed it. So grenades are just 100% AoE all the way to the edge. Which feels weird, like I'm so used to splash damage having a fall off range, you know, my Warcraft 3 days. For a while I got into custom map making in Warcraft 3, and you know, when you're like designing splash damage for your cannon tower in your tower defense game, you're like, okay, you got the full damage, the medium damage, the fall off damage. So many things to set up. Alright, here we go, power armor. Let's do it. And that gets me an extra, what is that? 10, 24 slots. Which should be enough for these things, plus more solar. Alright. And a nice little inventory boost. Alright, so then here, chuck it all in. Nice. Now, how many of these? You need a lot. I don't know if we're gonna have enough, actually. But a shield is nice. A shield is nice. That will help me stay alive. He's alive! And then maybe I'll do one more battery. Of course, it's becoming nighttime here. Oh no, lights are turning off, so that means it's daytime. Good, good. Let's just do another battery. It's gonna take 5 ever to charge up. So yeah, if these have the same ratio... I'm using shit. Ah, my contact. I think I have an eyelash in my eye now. Nope, I'm good. Wow. I am just having all sorts of eyeball problems today. I'm using shift tooltips? What do you mean? I don't know what shift tooltips means. Shift tooltips. I can't parse what that means. But I'm not holding shift. Is there some sort of interface setting? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to have to hold down shift every time I see a tooltip, so I don't want that. I like seeing tooltips automatically. Set tooltip delay to never and turn off tooltip at the right. I like tooltips though, so I don't know if I would want that setting. Oh, let's not use a pistol. Yeah, these bots might not be fast enough for turret creep. Maybe with a few more speed upgrades they would... I mean, that worked. It was a little messy, though. Especially because they're constantly trying to repair everything. One complaint I have is laser turrets sound too puny in this game. They're just like, beep, meep. Whereas gun turrets are like, chug, 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 you know, and have all these cool sound effects. Laser turrets are just like, meep, meep. I don't know. They sound lame to me. It is not a cool laser sound. Oh no, we do not need to deconstruct all those cliffs. Okay. So, base is out of the way. Oh, you guys will catch up eventually, don't worry. Okay, and I need 7 pump jacks. Of course, I didn't bring the resources for that. Fine, I'll let you guys join. So you don't get stranded out in no man's land for 5 hours. Like in my freight forwarding playthrough, when there would be bots that got stranded on a different island and they'd be slowly crossing the entire ocean to get to me. Okay, so I need steel. I don't even think I have steel in a requester or a provider chest, though. Imagine how humiliating for biters to be killed with a not cool sounding gun. Yeah, exactly. Poor things. They at least deserve the honor of being killed with something cool. They at least deserve that honor. So I should probably put steel in a crate off of this. Steel production. Just pick this up. Alright, I needed 7. And then gears. You don't really need gears in your inventory if you have everything else being delivered, but I don't, so I'll keep calling on this for my inventory gear supply. Okay, so grenades are now one-hit kills on trees. Wonderful. And then we'll get oil piped up here. I'm very excited about the new music too. To experience some of that. Like the Robo DJ for Factorio music. Oh. Oh, I need 2 more than 7. Okay, so we need a wall. Maybe maybe it doesn't need to be 2 tiles. I can probably do something like that. What I don't know is if it'll show up on Nauvis or if it won't be until we get to the other planets. So I'm eager to see kind of when the new music starts to show up. Okay. Laser wall. 'Cause you're my laser wall. Perfect. All right. I mean, I should just use a couple substations. I don't know why I'm building so many medium poles here. This would be way easier. All right, and then those guys need efficiency modules. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Heck, we can even throw in a roboport with some robots. I only have 12 robots? I thought I had put a request on those. Apparently not. And then we'll give you some walls, a few more turrets, repair packs. Should be fine. Maybe a couple poles or substations in case of emergency. All right. And then where am I least likely to be attacked from? Probably like the northeast. So that's where I want the oil to come out. Yeah, probably over here. And then we just need to go straight north. Of course, we will run out quite quickly. Go get more pipes, more bots. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't really notice our speed boost, but you notice it when you kind of like test it out. I guess there's the toggle button too. I forget that that exists. That didn't exist back in the day. Back when I was a kid. I'll wait patiently for my things. All right. Modular armor is dead. more battery. Alright, we really don't have enough logistic spots. And they're flying way too slow, but I can't do anything about that until we get the next color of technology. And then iron should be delivered to me somewhere. Let's put this by the steel one. Alright, so they're not all doing something, which means they should be able to finish out my requests here. And boom. Perfect. Apparently I'm not requesting regular pipes. Feels like a weird oversight. So let's get that done, and I'll just grab an extra stack. Now, there's another thing that I think is an interesting, like, debate/conversation. Should pipes and belts belong in this conversation too? Should they have separate entities for undergrounds versus regular? Or should there just be a system that lets you undergroundify regular pipes? You know, like, kind of as you're building pipes, you select whether you're building undergrounds or regular. And when you build undergrounds, it just uses up pipes from your inventory. Should those actually be separate systems? You know, separate entities, separate crafting recipes, separate items in your inventory, etc. Same thing with belts and underground belts. Same thing with, like, walls and gates, maybe. You know, anything where there's, like, these are almost the same item. Should it be done that way? I actually personally think it should be the same. I don't think having separate entities makes the game better, but that is maybe a hot take. Okay, so that'll get pumped in. I probably should put a pump somewhere along this line. Maybe over here. Just to keep things flowing a little faster. You'd break everyone's workflow. Yes, it would indeed break everyone's workflow, but that's kind of besides. It's not so much a question of should they change it, it's more a question of what should it be. You know, like ignoring what it would cost to change it now. Kind of thing, like switching to the metric system, for example. You know, like obviously we'll never switch to the metric system in the US because it would just be an absurd undertaking. And most of the friction against doing it has to do with what it would cost to change it. I mean, you're talking almost every category of life, you know, labels on thing, every object, the labels, you have to change textbooks, you have to change education. I mean, it changes everything, right? And that's the main reason we're not doing it. So it's kind of that question of like, yeah, but like, that's how it should be. And everybody kind of agrees on that. It's just more a sense of it would cost too much and it would be too difficult. Ah, I forgot a radar. It would be too difficult to change it now. So ignoring that, like obviously at this point in Factorio's lifespan, I doubt we're going to see a change like that. But yeah, I'm trying to think. There was a game recently where it worked that way. And I can't remember what it was. But I was like, wow, this is actually really smooth and clean. And I kind of just think Factorio should do it that way. But I can't for the life of me remember what it was I was doing when I thought that. But it was that kind of idea that we're talking about now. I just can't remember what the the situation was now at this point. Huh. I am going to go ahead and turret creep down here and take out this base. Maybe these 3. Maybe all of them around there. I don't know. Switching to metric has been a slow creep. Do I ever filter in my inventory? Oh, you mean like these things? Where you like set a slot in your... like save a location in your inventory? No, I don't. Because I just use hotbars if I need stuff. I usually have 4 hotbars, and I haven't done a good job of keeping my hotbars organized in this playthrough. I'm normally a little better about it. You can't super force build on top of worms and biters? Ridiculous. Oh, I'm so excited for super force build. It's gonna be great. Alright, there goes that base. I am out of repair packs. Fix that issue. Gosh, I can't believe how much I miss having Afraid of the Dark. I'm on the fence. Do all mods disable all achievements? I forget how that works. Because part of me really wants to play with Afraid of the Dark just for streaming purposes. Yeah, that isn't... But see, I'm pretty sure that's not true. I swear I've gotten achievements while having mods before. Because I'm pretty sure I've never done, you know, Computer Age 3 in vanilla. The game is modded. Achievements are separate from the vanilla version of the game. Oh, it keeps a separate list when you're playing modded. I see. And that probably doesn't get you the Steam achievement at all then, as far as Steam achievements go. Unless you're playing the normal vanilla version. I need to craft yet more of these. I need to automate these things. Alright. So... bots do their thing here. Oop, standing in a puddle. What? No, don't grab those fish, you dingus. You can ignore the fish. Not here to go fishing. Lost one. I lost a bot? Oh no! Jimmy! Jimmy! Tell me you're alive. Alright. Jimmy did not make it. Jimmy the construction bot, unfortunately, is RIP. Resting in many pieces. Uh-oh. Didn't build turrets quick enough on that one. Come on. Come on, get there. Get there. Build some myself. That was a bit more aggressive of a biter patch than I was expecting. But yeah, this is definitely a slaughter. A slafter. How many bots did we lose? We lost a lot. I only have 18. I think I had 50 when this all started, right? Oh no, I have more than 18. Okay. Never mind. They were just out. Out and about. Oot and a boot. I lost 12. Okay, that's not quite as bad. Not quite as bad. Well, that was easy. All right. Almost there. That one nest is probably going to be annoying. Calling it now. You know what I could do while I'm over here is throw down radar. Just to get some basic exploration done. I know it won't live forever, but... So we'll make an alternate power line over here. So that way when that one dies, hopefully the power connection doesn't. I am very excited about the new cliff generation too, because yeah, it's kind of obvious that the old cliff generation is mostly useless because it often runs in parallel with the water, and so usually you're walling perpendicular to the water, and so the whole thing is pretty much useless, and you end up making a wall across the cliffs rather than like the cliffs are helping you to... Oh my gosh, that was a deep puddle of acid. Oh, there's more. But wait, there's more. Okay, did we get them all? We got them all. Alright, I actually just want to blacklist trees, rocks. Does that include cliffs? No, it doesn't. So you can blacklist... Will this work? No, because then it ignores what I've selected. But this will include trees and rocks. Okay, but not cliffs. Fine. I guess we should throw fish on this list. Ignore the cliffs and fish. What are enemies doing over there? Did they make a little basey base expansion that I didn't know about? What are you guys doing over here? They did! A secret base. Or in secret was forged a master base. One designed to enslave all of engineer kind. Well, didn't last very long. Okay. Cool. We've done some biter cleanup. There's still a little bit more I could do, but that's... Most of this area is clear now. So, I mean, at this point, I could start working on the Great Wall of the West. But I don't think we need to start that yet. Okay, how's our oil doing now? There we go. Now we're maxed out. Perfect. Consumption's also gone down because I've probably backed up on some things. Speaking of, why don't we do another... Excuse me. Why don't we do another of our solar prints, which I don't think I've saved this. We should save this. Because, yeah, we can fit some more power in this general area. Make use of the space. Okay. Now, what to research next? Guess we'll need LDS at some point. Another lab speed could be good. Uranium, I don't really need. Trains, I don't think I'm really doing trains. Another shooting speed. Ooh, defender bots. There we go. Landmines I don't care about. I might as well do gates. Oh yeah, belt immunity is nice. And night vision. So there is some more stone right here. I mean, I could just belt that back up here. It is 100,000. It's nothing to sneeze at, I guess. It's a perfectly symmetrical build here. Okay. And then get some turrets. I'm guessing it will be a while before this one gets attacked, so doesn't need the heaviest of defenses just yet, I don't think. I guess we should replace these with substations. Alright, perfect. So, yeah, what's the plan? We just belt it straight up? That pretty much works to fit in with the stone I already have, so why not? Why not? let the tool do the work for me and hope it shows up. So with Space Age, I've kind of been thinking a little bit about how am I gonna play, you know, because there are different types of play styles that I've done. I've done the slower, more methodical. I've done the rush and try to get as much technology as possible sooner rather than later. I think I'm gonna go kind of like what I did with my Satisfactory run. I think I'm gonna go somewhere in the middle where I try to not just bootstrap, rush, spaghetti everything, but I also don't think I'm gonna just mega base from minute one or anything. I think my goal is to just take it slow and appreciate the features, you know, as much as I can. Like I probably won't skip anything, at least not for a while, you know. So I want to do all the researches and make sure we've got, you know, all the new weapons to try them out, because there's all the new lightning stuff, and probably, I don't actually know, what are all the new weapons? They've spoiled the lightning thing. They've talked about the rocket turret, but that's not a weapon. As far as player weapons, what have they actually spoiled? Have they spoiled any player weapons? Are we even getting new weapons? You made a 60 SPM base for red through blue, including military, just to get to the new content as soon as possible. Yeah, and I've thought about it. Like, I've thought about making even just a set of blueprints, so not actually starting with a base, like, so starting a fresh save, but having a set of blueprints for like smelting arrays and initial mall and all that, so I could kind of like, you know, plop down those ghosts and then fill them in as I start playing. I thought about that, but I'm like, no, that's not me. That's not how I do things. I'm gonna start fresh, 0 blueprints in my pocket. Is that a blueprint in your pocket, or are you just excited to see me? There will be no blueprints in my pocket, and we're just gonna go for it. It's gonna be great. But that does mean it's gonna probably start out a little slower than some other streamers. I don't know why I requested belts without the splitters and undergrounds. That's a weird way to do it, Krydax. Let's be honest. Being heavily prepared for the new planets probably removes any need to build a lot of the local resource economy. Maybe. I don't know enough about how the space, what are they called? Platforms. I feel like I'm going to call them spaceships, but they're not spaceships, they're platforms. I'm not sure about how the platforms work enough to know, like, are we going to want... Like, are we going to be able to easily bring enough stuff that we won't need to set up, like, a mall on each new planet? Or are we going to need to set up a mall on each new planet? I feel like a lot of those questions are still very unanswered for me. Mostly because I haven't been scouring the Discord, the beta Discord, for those types of spoilers. There's a few things I've been made aware of or spoiled to that haven't been in FFFs, but for the most part, I'm starting out on the same foot as people who have just been reading the FFFs. You just want to launch a rocket on day one? Yeah, I mean, that's totally fair. I think a lot of people do. But for me, I really want the new map generation, and there's just something about starting a fresh base that feels really good. You know, being able to start a save in Space Age feels nice, rather than trying to continue an old base. Well, 66.67%. We're exactly 2/3 of the way there. Except we're not, because it's not linear. But if it was linear, we'd be 2/3 of the way there. Alright, well that should take care of our stone problem for a little bit. Now I've got 160,000 to go. And then now that I've already got this belt to here, once that starts to run low, I can connect up to 1 million, and that will last me basically forever. So I think we are good to go for a while here. Did I prioritize? I don't think I did input priority on my stone. No, I did not. Input priority left. I want to finish up this patch first. Alright, night vision and belt immunity. Night vision's 2x2. You're gonna take 5 solar panels away from me? Rude. Night vision should totally be 2x1, or even 1x1, because it's purely quality of life. There's no gameplay to it. So because it's pure quality of life, it feels like it should take up less space. All right, throw a few more bots in the system. What else needs to get done? I'll take some blue chips for the road for when I need them. And yeah, okay. Now I shall finally think about the next color of science. Which, I did put artillery in the title of this. Oh god, I don't think we're gonna get to artillery in this episode. Now that I look at the cost being 2,000 of each pack. Yikes. I don't think we have a base big enough yet. Okay. Sorry, everybody. We will not be doing artillery. Maybe we can do cool robots instead. Yeah, I'm not going to be streaming long enough to get there. I can tell you that right now. If we had maybe more, like, starting with 1 SPM of everything and I already had that done, we could maybe get there. But I just don't even think... I mean... My science production is only like half per second, so like 30 per minute. 10 minutes, 330 minutes. I mean, 2 hours is it's about 1,000 an hour, I think, of what I've got going on right now. But there's still a lot of infrastructure we need too for all of the yellow science stuff. Did I at least research yellow science? No, I didn't. What does it cost? Oh, because I need low density structure eventually. I might as well queue that up. Yeah. But yeah, we'll get the cool robots going. The robots. Gosh, our pollution cloud is so tiny. Can't get over it. It's nuts. We're making... Well, ramped up a little bit because I just started doing researches. So this is when we're actually running our research production. But even then, we're talking 270, 300, 330, 340. That's it. That's it. So, yeah. This might be a death world, but I ain't facing death, that's for sure. At some point, I'm gonna have to route this coal over to the west and then feed it into the original coal belt. And our copper's almost dead. The OG copper. I'm just sad about not having a few of the really basic quality of life mods for my Space Age playthrough. Like, what was the one I just mentioned? Just talking about it. Oh, the light one, Afraid of the Dark. And then I was also thinking about Brighter Lamps, the best mod made by the best mod maker. which just gives lamps a bigger radius so you don't have to place them as frequently to keep your base lit up. Those two mods would be really nice for Space Age. What's another one that I've used? I mean, obviously Squeak Through, but I can live without Squeak Through. I'm actually thinking just pure quality of life ones. Though you could argue that Afraid of the Dark isn't pure quality of life because it means you have to produce less lamps, which cost resources, but the number of resources that you actually save, you know, percentage-wise compared to your base is so tiny. So tiny. There was another quality of life mod that I was really sad about. What was it? Can't remember now. I kind of want to look at the list. Let's look at our mod list. What was it? Alright. You guys can see all the mods we've ever played with. Additional pace settings is nice, but I can live without that one. Afraid of the Dark is one of the bigger ones, streaming-wise, that's going to be frustrating to not play with. What was it? I don't know. I don't know if I can think of it. Train deployment, beacon rebalance, big mining drill. Blue ghosts actually is really nice. Being able to change the blueprint colors to ones that are a bit more visible is nice. I'm curious about blueprint flip and turn because we have... Now that we have flipping of inputs of fluid buildings, I'm curious if it'll allow... Will it now allow everything to be flipped? Because what I liked about this mod is you can force flip things even that the game wouldn't normally let you flip, and it will break... It'll break the blueprint in the sense that you'll have to move a thing or two after you build it, but I still liked being able to flip everything else and still build it. Blueprint variables isn't needed anymore because we have parameterization. Bob's adjustable inserters I will miss, but I'll live without it. Oh, bottleneck light, that's what it was. I was missing bottleneck light because the little glowy thing on the miners is really hard to see and is even covered up by the modules in alt mode. So that one is one where I will just miss not having it. Brighter lamps I will miss not having. Cargo ships, change map settings, solar circuit, blah 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 blah. Composite factories, copy paste modules. I will miss not having that. I've already tried to use it about 15 times in this playthrough, and I keep copy pasting a building expecting modules to pop in there, and they don't. Custom production UI, that's another one I like. It just makes the inventory and recipe screen wider, so I'll miss that one for sure. Discovery tree, editor extensions, even distribution. I miss even distribution, but I can live without it. Factory search, we sort of get that. FNEI, we sort of get that. Freight forwarding, we sort of get that with planets and space platforms. It's a little different, but some similar vibes. Hellmod, I won't really miss too much, though I might miss it a little bit if I'm planning something bigger. Oh, inserter throughput, I will certainly miss this one. Because this would be really helpful with the new, especially now that we have item stacking and the new stack inserters, and we have quality on inserters increasing their swing speed. There's going to be so many variables that you're not really going to be able to guesstimate how many inserters you need. At least before, there was only like 3 options. It's a stack inserter, it's a fast inserter, it's a regular. Now it's like there's so many variables. So that one I will be sad not to have. Invisible worker bots is one that was another like streamer thing to keep bitrate higher when you've got a base towards the end game where bots are just constantly flying everywhere. They're just killing the bitrate, and so invisible worker robots is nice for that. Loaders, LTN. LTN's one that I've been thinking about. Alor's not here to rage about LTN, but I have been kind of thinking in my head, like, I wonder if I will want LTN ever again. After all the new train interrupts and the train schedule stuff, we might not need LTN. Merging chests is nice, but certainly don't need it. Max rate calc might be the one I'll miss more than Hellmod. Just to be able to easily select a group of 5 buildings with all of the beacon effects applied and just see what the total in and out is. I really like that. It's that perfect blend of like fast and snappy, but also like gives you a lot of information that you can't just get easily. They are now adding into vanilla, as you guys know, the rate per second that a building is making, but I still think that's still going to be tougher because you're going to have like 5 buildings, and if they each, what if they have different numbers of beacons on them? Then you're still going to have to ballpark add a bunch of numbers together to get the total, whereas before you could just click and drag and see the number. Max rate calc I stopped using in favor of the Ryguard version called rate calc, but same idea. What else? Mini loaders, no. Module inserters, a fancy version that lets you insert into a bunch of assemblers at the same time. I will miss that a little bit. Nanobots, I won't miss as much because of what I miss more, which is the picker mods. I forget which one it is. I think it's just Picker Extended that lets you do the mouse over construction. That's the one I think I'm going to miss the most in the early game. I've already missed it a ton in this playthrough. So, Pipe Visualizer, that's sort of now in vanilla. It's not quite as bright, so we'll see if that remains a necessity or not. We'll see if Ryguard even updates it or not. Cybersyn I never got around to trying. Anodons, we will certainly do a pie run. Quality of life research is nice, but with quality itself being a thing, I'm trying to think, a lot of the quality of life researchers won't be necessary, because like, oh, quality of life movement speed, well now we've got higher quality exoskeletons. Quality of life crafting speed, there's no replacement for that. What were all the quality of life things? Inventory size. I'm guessing higher quality power armor gives you more inventory size. It was mainly inventory, crafting speed, run speed. And there were 2 more. Oh, reach. Reach might still be something we'll want. But no, we're not playing Pi. I'm just looking through all the quality of life mods that I'll be kind of sad to play Space Age without. Q to front. This is one that I will be sad to play Space Age without. This is a really nice mod. I never got around to trying this one out, but it's kind of a way to sort of do Bob's Adjustables without actually needing the Bob's Adjustables versions of the mod. I never tried it. Maybe someday. But yeah, there's rate calc. Recipe book. Worked nicely instead of FNEI, but there were some things it didn't have. But yeah, now we'll just have the Factoriapedia. Recursive blueprints. I think we'll still need this for certain things. We now can control assemblers with circuits and stuff, but I don't think we'll be able to do all the things recursive blueprints can do. So we'll probably still need that. I'm guessing. Recursive blueprints are unnatural. Indeed, they are. Rocket silo stats. I wonder if we'll have stats on that just in vanilla now. C block. Ooh, C block will be interesting. I wonder if there will be C block Space Age, where every single planet is its own C block. So like when you land, like let's say you do your novice C block, you finally get to a rocket, you launch your rocket, you build your space platform, which is also like being in a C block, and then you finally get to Gleba, and now you're in Gleba C block, where like you have to build out the land and find, you know, each planet would have to be a little different, but that could be cool. Then you have five C blocks in one. That could be neat. Anyway, solar calculator. Now that might be handy for space age, because basically I think we know. Do we know for sure? I'm pretty sure we know that the panels get different amounts of solar on different planets. So, and if the day lengths are different as well, between those two things, those are two variables that affect like what your ratio is of panel to accumulator and how many panels you need per average kilowatt that your base uses. Those two numbers are going to change based on day length and based on day length and day ratio. Well, that day plus night length, kind of what that looks like, and the solar power. So like closer planets to the sun give you more solar energy when the sun is fully bright. So it'll be interesting to see how that all works out. Space exploration. I'm curious to see how space exploration kind of responds to space age. I know Arendelle has plans for it, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with SE after SA is out. What's up, Zekola? Obviously, Alien, you remember watching Dosh's run to the edge of the world. Now, that was fun. Yeah, Dosh's going to the edge of the world was very interesting. Space Block. I'm sure we will see a version of this. This is very different, though, than C Block. I'm guessing we'll see a version of Space Block, a new version of Space Block that's like basically space age, but it gives you all the things you need to start on a space platform, but then you end up going down to Nauvis at some point to get the resources you need there, and then to the other planets, etc. Squeak Through, I will miss that. I'm not sure about Spidertron enhancements and patrols. I use those for the freight forwarding K2 run, but we have the new RTS tool thing, so I'm not sure how much of this is obsolete now versus how much is still functionality that won't be in the base game. Stats GUI is nice. Tape line is nice. I will miss not being able to just measure things. Oh, task list. Oh, that might be the worst one. Oh no, I'm not gonna have a task list? I'm gonna have to keep a list of tasks on paper or something? Or maybe with concrete? Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. We'll use concrete to keep a list of our tasks. But we won't have text plates to write things on the ground. Oh, there's so many things we won't have. We don't need these other types of biters mods because there are new enemies. Oh, map tags, there's an idea. A lot of train mods won't be needed. I don't know about train mode switcher. That one's interesting. I don't know if you can switch trains from auto to manual without being near them. Why did I have this? I think this was when I was trying to potentially make music with trains going to different train stops at different rates. It was a very interesting idea that did not work out. Ultimate belts. We will not... Well, we might need those. The fastest belt will only be 60 per second, but we get stacking, so we should be fine. Research queue. Honestly, we might be sad that we don't have this mod. Ultra Cube is gonna get even more intense, that's for sure. Vehicle Snap, yep, we'll miss that one. Recipe Randomizer, not gonna need that for a while. Yarm also is sort of getting pushed out by vanilla because we can now track patches and stuff, but I don't know if it will quite do what Yarm does. The nice thing about Yarm is you can track all your patches And then you can set it so that it doesn't show you anything unless it's running out, like in the next few hours or something. So I don't know what the new system ends up looking like. Also zooming and more control over how we zoom in both in map view and in normal view. And like zooming out far but still being able to see the terrain and buildings versus zooming in close but still in map view. I would like to be able to still do both things. I'm curious if Space Age has better zooming controls or not. So there's lots of little things that we'll see how they go come Monday. All right, I need to take a quick break and then we'll get back to doing a few more factory things. All right, you guys go stretch, get something to drink, take care of your bodies. We'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes. All right. Break time. All right, I figured the base would be okay, and it was. Probably didn't even get attacked. Maybe once. So we're good on resources, right? We got iron, copper, coal. Stone might be a little iffy at some point, but we delayed that by 100,000 stone. Oil. Yeah, and we just finished low density structure research. So we can at least research our utility science packs. Gosh, they're so expensive. So expensive. My base is eating 24 megawatts. I have 800 solar panels. 817 times 42. I can deal with 34 megawatts? Okay. So we still have about 10 megawatts free. I kind of want to expand and just use this area as home. Put all my new stuff out here. I might do that. I might do that. Let's do that. And then we'll capture a new stone mine in the process. Alright, it's gonna take my bots like 10 years to do all this, though, is the problem. And there's a base in the way. I guess I haven't quite figured out how to manage that. Alright, let's go hunting. Yeah. I get it. I get it. Let's get... Oh, no, I'm out of big electric poles. These trees. Uh-oh. I didn't realize they were that close. Okay, so substation with some laser turrets. Copy that. What are those, medium worms? And a big worm? Easy. Oh. We need some help over here. What's up, B. Jonas? Yes, laser turret creeping indeed. Being creepers. So here's what's annoying about trees is you have to... Do I really have to select every single tree? It's such a pain in the butt. I guess I could whitelist... I'm not even sure if I got them all. I could whitelist all the things I want, but... Oh, didn't get that tree. Goodness. No, the trees rocks only doesn't work because... No, B. Jonas, you don't need to worry about that. That would still be slower than me just clicking all these. Because if you blacklist trees rocks only, you then can't add more things to that blacklist. As in cliffs and fish. So, because that was one of the things I also wanted to do, was not just deconstruct cliffs with this. So there's no way to set trees, rocks, and other things as the blacklist, which is what we wanted. Alright, so do that. And then we'll kill this other base. The other thing, this is kind of random complaint I have, is you can't tell where the actual power network is when holding a power pole. Because it doesn't color ghost future power coverage differently than current power coverage. And that also has always felt really weird to me. Like, this substation isn't built yet, but it looks like I have power there. And so it's really weird, you know, when your bots are in the midst of building stuff, it kind of, I don't know, it's kind of janky, to be honest. Kind of janky. But yeah, I certainly need some robo charging out in the middle of nowhere here. Yeah, alien biomes you need even more than a single deconstruction planer because there's so many different kinds. Yeah, it feels weird there's not just like a any deconstruct any rocks or any trees. Where's the any key? Oh, geez. Wow. Who needs tanks? And we just have all of this. Who needs a tank? Alright, so let's see. We need more bot charging capabilities. Maybe up here. Over there. Over here? Yeah. Up there. Okay, so we'll take care of these bases. Gosh, I could just go all the way over to the water. And then all the way down to that water. That's a big project, but it seems like that could be the play. Let me get this oil hooked up here. I might even do... I haven't done a tank for a while. Might be good to have one. Just to keep an eye on things. just in case. Oil less than 20,000. Maybe I'll do 10,000. Oh no, the logistics bots are chasing me. Poor little things. Poor unfortunate souls. Yeah, we need to automate big power poles. Let's go do that. I need to be able to use those with blueprints. Alright, what do big poles need? Iron, sticks, steel, and copper. Okay, that's super easy. Basically anywhere I have iron plates, copper, and steel, and a little bit of room. That's the real kicker, a little bit of room. Here we have gears, but not iron, and no copper. Here we have all the things, but no room. That's too far away from the steel. Put that there. And then the sticks. That's a mess. Maybe we just go over here. Because, yeah, I mean, really, it's just this. Stick. Big pole. Perfect. Put those as a request. And craft a few more provider chests. Make sure copper's requested. I don't think I'm putting in chest anywhere. That's easy enough to do somewhere. Alright, that's a little bit better. So robots have a place to charge when they're flying back and forth. And then we need to do a bit more base clearing. We'll let the bots finish their job. Can I get better power armor stuff yet? No, not until yellow science. Okay. Yeah, yellow science is going to be a pain to set up. I'm not prepared for that. turns out deathworld, when you have big forests, is not that hard. Honestly, though, I think we played pretty well. I think we would have handled a desert just fine, too. But the big difference is that with a desert, we would have been continuing to, you know, this pollution, like over here, doesn't get absorbed by trees at all, but keeps spreading and hits, you know, a biter base eventually. So we would have gotten a lot more constant attacks, especially once we started using the modules. You know, here in this case, it's enough so that the trees are absorbing all of it. But if the trees weren't absorbing all of it, you know, these numbers basically turn to 0 when you have a desert world. So we just would have ended up having a lot more biter attacks, which means spending more resources on either power or for lasers, or before that, a lot more iron on ammo. But I think with how we played, we would have been fine on a desert too. I think we did a pretty good job of that. But you never know. You never know. I like how I still had wood on my hotbar there and coal from the very beginning when I was fueling things up by hand. Alright, let's get rid of this base. It's just so easy. Beep. Beep. Beep, beep. Oh, there's rocks. Alright, another thing I was just gonna do was... oh yeah, just craft a few more repair packs. Get that done. So, poll, you guys, listeners, viewers, what planet are you going to first in Space Age? Or have you figured it out yet? That's the real question. Oh boy, there go the bots. That was a rough one. Bulgaria, Vulcana, and then the planet we do not name. There is no Buhuo. It is Gleba now. Whatever it may have been in the past is dead. Fulgora for the fun-looking deconstruction chain. Also, Malcolm, interesting question. As far as we know, laser turrets are still the same. I think maybe, did they mention enemies getting laser armor though? I can't remember. Or energy, is it energy? Like do what are they called? Do the new Tesla turrets deal laser damage, or do they deal some other form of damage? That'll be interesting to see. I'm not actually sure about that. Wow, these worms are way out here. Alright, got those keeled off. Vulcanist first for Lodro. Yeah, I think there's a theme here. At least a sub-theme. Nobody said Gleba first. What's stopping you guys? Why not Gleba first? Oh, poor little Gleba. Poor little old Gleba. Oh, you know what I need is radar. Some radar coverage here. Fulgora for you, Zekula. I've decided I'm not deciding until I get there, you know, like, I can't know for sure. But if I had to guess, Vulcanus would be first for me. Or maybe we'll do Gleba first, just to fulfill the screaming Twitch watchers, you know? Who knows? Wait, did I not? Did I not? No, I did. Why is there not a bot going to fulfill this construction order? Oh, there is. I just missed it. He's right there. He's hiding somewhere. Yeah, the Vulcanus Demolishers are going to be an interesting challenge for sure. So that'll be fun. Alright, let's turn that off for now. It's kind of just getting in the way. And we can keep going with this blueprint. Yeah, we don't know much about the other stuff going on the other planets, so it'll be interesting to see. Pretty sure the Novice enemies don't get laser resistance. Yeah, I guess they just haven't mentioned it if they do. Because what all did they mention? There's a lot of rebalancing. Did they mention any changes in all of that about laser resistance? I thought I had seen something, but maybe not. I don't really remember what I have and haven't seen. That's gonna go there. Okay, so then this one can go here. Oh my gosh, you guys are useless. Do it myself. Yeah, what did they say? Let's see. Blog. Factorio. Let's see. Let's pull this up. Oh, where'd you go? Friday facts. Trash to treasure. Nope, that's my Twitch thing. What are you doing? There we go. Okay, so this one was in... combat balancing. Yeah, laser resistance. I'm not making that up. There it is. There she blows. Medium, big, and behemoth worms. It's worms, though, not biters or spitters. So that is kind of... that's more about you not steamrolling through a base with lasers than it is anything else. And the destroyers and distractors, it makes them resist those a little bit. So that's all that's about. Excuse me. All right. Are these bots ever? Yes, they are. They are going to get here eventually. Someday. Oh, man. Oh, man. They're not loving this. We really need to get some more charging ports along the way here. Oh, Oh man, I'm so excited about rocket turrets. That's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel kind of bad not playing this deathworld further. It was fun to kind of start it out. To be fair, the challenge of the thing is kind of done at this point. It's a pretty standard Factorio run. But it was fun to get this far in a vanilla run, because I haven't done that in 7 years, apparently. Yeah, you know, it would have been fun to get to the artillery stage where we start bombarding them from afar, but I don't think we were going to get there. I do have to be done with my stream a little bit earlier today than normal, but yeah, I think the main thing about the Death World was just getting off the ground with the bullet damage. That was the main idea. Once you get the bullet damages up a little bit, and as long as you have a decently sized iron mine to start out with, I think it's not too bad. The other thing was making sure that we had enough bullet damage to counter the new evolutions of biters. You know, like by the time we got to big biters, we had chemical science bullet damage. That was a big one. Or no. No, I think it was just getting 3 and 4 done by the time we had big biters was the important part. 5 is just icing on the cake. Because now my turrets do... Yeah, now they do 16 damage. So, really... Yeah, Deathworld's all about managing that early pollution. I did 0 burner mining, basically. I'm trying to remember, how much burner mining did I do? I think I did 0 burner mining. Yeah, so that helped too, because, you know, regular drills are twice as energy efficient, or pollution efficient, I should say. Yes, and then having trees and grass also helps. But yeah, so I'm going to be streaming again on Saturday, so to kind of make up for a little bit of a shorter stream today and to get excited about our playthrough on Monday. What you guys can look forward to is a Saturday stream where we will be going through every single FFF in a row. We're going to go through all of them. Obviously, I'm not going to read every single one word for word because that would take 8 hours. But yeah, we're going to jam through all the FFFs up till now. We're going to kind of talk through each one, what we like, what we don't like, what we're excited about, what we're not excited about. I think the list of things we don't like and aren't excited about is going to be pretty short, but you know, want to make sure we take an objective look at all of it. But yeah, I mean, at this point, my playthrough would just be extending this wall to here, kind of going east of the stone and coal, extending that down, and then going across the bottom here. And then at that point, we've got all the iron we'll need for the rest of the game, stone and coal we'll need for the rest of the game. Extend this wall to the west, there's the rest of the copper we need for the rest of the game. Eventually connect this, that's our uranium. Yeah, I think that would be the plan, but... All? Yes, Glim, all the FFFs. So looking at the list, we'll have up to 432 by the time Saturday comes around, and it starts at 373. So that's, oh man, we're gonna have an off by 1 error here. 373, 432, that's 27 plus 32 is 50? Can I count? No, that's 60. 59. 59 or 60? How many is it? I think it's actually 60. Because you do A minus B, or B minus A plus 1 in terms of how many there actually are. So we're going to have exactly 60 FFFs to go through. So, I'm going to need to average... I don't want the stream to be longer than 3 hours, so that means we're going to need to average 3 minutes per FFF. We're going to need to fly through... Oh, man. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe it'll be a 5-hour stream. We'll see. We'll either be going through them very quickly, or it'll be a long stream. It'll be one of the two. Yeah, I was counting the one tomorrow. B Jonas as 432. So yeah, I'm excited about that. So that'll be our Saturday stream. And with that, I think we will say goodbye to this Death World. It's a good base, and a good spaghetti base, a good strong lad. I enjoyed how small we built at first, you know, just like one science maker. I don't think I've built that small in a long time. It almost felt kind of like, because I was focusing on slow progress and small pollution rather than trying to like speed run things. I don't think I built that small since the early days when I still didn't know how to play the game. So yeah, this was a fun kind of organic build. Also, it still blows my mind how far we've gotten through the game with a base this small. You know, if you're not counting the new giant smelting arrays, because we had smelting arrays in these spots that we could have kept using if we didn't want to use pollution. I could have just belted the ore over. Like, this was not a big base. After playing mod packs, you know, for so long now, it just blows my mind how small things can be in vanilla, especially if you're doing some spaghetti. But yeah, we'll call that a stream. As always, thank you guys for watching. We will be streaming more on Saturday, so join in a couple days to hang out and chat about FFFs and get excited for our 2 12-hour streams on Monday and Tuesday to launch the Space Age adventure. Get a final stretch in here. Oh, yeah, that's good. You guys should take a stretch at home. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, can we raid somebody? Yeah, we're gonna raid Bold Viking. So I will see you guys later. And if you're on YouTube, unfortunately, you're gonna have to go join Bold Viking on Twitch yourself. Because raids don't work on both. Multi-stream raids, LOL.